Hey curlies, welcome to Curly Not Sorry. This is part 2 of our Wash and Go series, and I'm taking you with me to the salon in San Francisco that I work at called Sanctuary so that you can see me work behind the chair and see a few different curl patterns here. So today's curl patterns are a bit of a tighter curl pattern. We have Larissa here. And then our second client is going to be Haley. They both have similar curl patterns, but they have two different textures. Larissa here has a finer texture, whereas Haley's is more coarse. And as you can see, the first thing I'm doing is going in with a shampoo. Always want to start with a clean canvas. I'm moving the shampoo through her hair in a bit of a milking motion because I don't want to rough up the hair and cause more tangles than what might already be present. And then I'm going in and really making sure that I'm getting a good clean at the scalp, and I'm making sure that I get through the hair nice and thoroughly. I like to make sure that every single part of the hair has a lather to it. Once that's rinsed out, I usually double cleanse, by the way. Once that's rinsed out, then we go in with conditioner, and that's when I do my detangle. As you can see, I'm not taking giant sections. I want to make sure that I'm being very gentle with the hair. Once that's rinsed, I go in with product, and as you can see, I'm taking very small sections that are no thicker than an inch. In her hair, I'm using Inner Sense's I Create Curl Memory. And as you can see, I want to see that definition before I move on to the next section. So I apply the product, and then sometimes I'll take the brush and sort of detangle it again just to make sure that I'm getting it nice and smooth. But then I'll really just finger rake the hair until I can see the definition that I want to see. I need to see that curl pattern, and I need to see that it doesn't look frizzy before I move on to the next section. If it looks frizzy when it's wet, it's going to be frizzy when it dries. And I'm continuing to add water to each section as I go through the hair. Now, of course, you don't have a shampoo bowl at home. I don't expect everybody to have a shampoo bowl at home. So this is something that you're going to be doing in the shower or at your sink with a spray bottle. Again, making sure that you're re-wetting every section if you feel like it's starting to dry out. I do love the hair to be sopping wet when I'm applying the product because I want to make sure that that gel is doing its job, which is to just lock that moisture into the hair. And that is going to be the thing that gives your hair maximum definition. With Larissa's hair, we like it to be super defined because she likes it to grow volume-wise throughout the week. And this is the result after we dried her. So I'll show you how I diffuse once we get to Haley's hair. Now, with Haley's hair, I had my student do her styling at the bowls, so that way they could get a little bit of that action. But I always start by hover drying, and then I'll go in and cup dry. So this is what hover drying looks like. Again, I know that this isn't something that you're having somebody else do for you. You are going to be doing this yourself. So instead of having your hair hang off the back of a chair or hang off of your bed, I always suggest flipping your hair from one side to the other. Flip it to one side and then hover dry and then cup dry. Flip it to the other side and then do the same. And then this is the result for Haley's hair. She likes her hair big. Her goal is volume on day one. I hope this helps. I hope that you got a lot of information out of this. I'm going to be doing these bit by bit. I'm going to be doing these curl pattern by curl pattern. So stay tuned for the video that has a curl pattern that's very similar to yours.